To them, humans were just legends, until we reclaimed the war. Part 2. Awakening the Ghosts. The frozen moon Epsilon 9 looked like a dead white ball hanging in empty space. Thick ice covered everything. Sharp winds screamed across the surface day and night. Under that ice, a small group of humans had lived in secret for generations. Olivia Grant drove the heavy drill truck through the snow. She was 29, with strong arms from years of fixing machines. Her red hair stayed tied back under a thick hood. Her brother Ryan sat next to her. He was 2 years older, taller, with the same red hair but cut short. Ryan handled the maps and talked on the radio to the other trucks. They had heard strange signals for weeks, old human codes, faint, repeated, coming from deep under the ice. "Signal strength is up," Ryan said. He pointed at the small screen. "We are close." The truck shook over rough ground. Behind them, 3 more vehicles followed. Inside were friends and family. People who grew up hearing the same stories. Humans once ruled the stars. Then something big happened. The fleets vanished. The colonies went dark. Survivors hid. They waited. The drill site was a wide, flat area, marked by red flags. Olivia stopped the truck. Everyone climbed out. Cold bit at their faces right away. They worked fast, set up the big drill, connected power lines from portable generators. Hours passed. The drill chewed through ice. Steam rose in clouds. At last, metal hit something hard. Not rock, something smooth, man-made. "Stop," Olivia shouted. She waved her arms. The drill pulled back. A large metal door sat under the broken ice. Old markings showed on the surface. A faded eagle symbol. Words in English. "Humanity Preservation Vault. Do not open without authorization." Ryan knelt and brushed snow away. The stories were real. They used cutting tools to break the locks. The door groaned and slid open with a hiss of old air. Lights inside blinked on. Stairs led down into darkness. Olivia went first with a strong flashlight. The others followed close. At the bottom, a huge chamber opened up. Rows of ships sat in lines. Not small shuttles, big warships. Sleek, black hulls, sharp edges. They looked ready to fly even after centuries. A voice came from hidden speakers, calm, clear, female. "Welcome, descendants. Genetic scan confirms human lineage. Vault access granted." Everyone froze. The voice continued. "I am Aurora, Central Intelligence for this fleet. The ships have waited. Power reserves at 92%. All systems in standby." Olivia looked around. "How many ships?" 124 combat vessels, dreadnought class, cruiser class, fighter carriers, plus support craft, weapons loaded, shields calibrated, hyperspace drives primed. Ryan laughed once, short and surprised. "Grandpa told us about places like this, hidden fleets, for when the time came." A young woman stepped forward, Sofia Rivera, 24, short black hair, quick eyes. She had flown old shuttles since she was a kid. "Can we start them?" Aurora answered. "Affirmative. Board any vessel. DNA interface will activate controls." They split up. Groups went to different ships. Olivia and Ryan chose the biggest one in the center row. The name on the hull read, Thunder's Reach. They walked up the ramp. Inside, lights came on, consoles glowed, seats rose from the floor. Sophia found a smaller ship near the edge, Defiant Dawn. She sat in the pilot chair. Her hands touched the controls. The ship hummed. Screens lit up with star maps. Status reports scrolled fast. "Engines online," Aurora said through the ship speakers. "All systems green." Outside, more people boarded. Mechanics checked engines. Gunners tested weapon mounts. Everyone moved with purpose. No panic, just focus. Far away, the Endeavour received the signal. Captain Liam Hayes stood on his bridge. Emma Torres watched the incoming data. Noah Patel ran scans. Multiple ships powering up, Noah said. Human signatures, old designs, but active. Liam smiled for the first time in days. Our people found the vault. Emma looked at him. We head there now? Yes, full speed. Tell the vault we are coming. The Endeavour turned. Engines burned bright. The ship jumped into hyperspace. Back on Epsilon 9, the first ship lifted off. Thunder's Reach rose slow from the vault. Ice cracked around it. The hull shook off frost. It climbed into the black sky. Sophia took Defiant Dawn next. She pushed the throttle. The fighter carrier shot upward, fast, smooth. She laughed out loud. More ships followed. One by one, they formed up in orbit. Not ghosts, not legends, ships with teeth. Olivia stood on the bridge of Thunder's Reach. She looked at the main screen. The fleet filled it. Aurora, broadcast this message. Wideband, human channels only. Ready, Aurora said. Olivia took a deep breath. This is Olivia Grant. We have awakened the fleet. We are not myths. We are here. To anyone still out there, the time has come. We reclaim what was taken. She paused, then added one more line. Captain Hayes of the Endeavour, if you hear this, come find us. We wait at Epsilon 9. Ryan put a hand on her shoulder. They will hear it. In deep space, the message traveled. Old relays caught it, bounced it, sent it farther. On the Endeavour, Liam heard the words. He looked at his crew. They did it. Emma nodded. We are not alone anymore. Noah checked his pad. Fleet size confirmed. Over 100 ships, weapons hot. They are ready to fight. Set course for Epsilon 9. Maximum speed. The bridge crew moved fast. The ship jumped again. Hours later, the Endeavour dropped out of hyperspace near the moon. The fleet waited in formation. Lights blinked welcome. Liam opened a channel. This is Captain Liam Hayes, Endeavour calling Thunder's Reach. Olivia's face appeared on screen. She smiled wide. Captain, good to see you. Liam returned the smile. Good to see all of you. Looks like you found the family jewels. We did, Olivia said, and we are ready to use them. Sophia cut in from Defiant Dawn. Sir, we have fighters ready, cruisers armed. Just say where to hit first. Liam looked at the stars beyond. Somewhere out there, the Vorath kept taking worlds, burning them, thinking no one could stop them. He turned back to the screen. First, we link up, share data, make plans, then we move, together. The channel closed. Ships moved closer. Docking clamps locked. Crews transferred between vessels. Stories shared. Skills taught. Old friends found new purpose. In the cold orbit of Epsilon 9, the ghosts stopped being ghosts. They became an army. The galaxy did not know yet, but soon it would. To them, humans were just legends, until we reclaimed the war. Part 3, First Blood. The Lyran homeworld, Aloria, hung in space like a green jewel. Tall crystal cities covered the surface. Rivers of light flowed between them. Now the sky burned red. Vorath ships filled orbit. Huge black hulls blocked the sun. Their weapons glowed as they fired down. Cities cracked. Smoke rose in thick columns. Vorath General Krazok stood on the bridge of his flagship, Iron Fang. He was massive. His armor plates shifted with every breath. Sharp spikes ran down his back. He watched the bombardment on the main screen. A cold smile pulled at his mouth. Pathetic, he said. They begged for mercy already. Demand full surrender by dawn, or we glass the planet. His officers nodded. No one questioned him. The Vorath had taken dozens of worlds this way. Resistance always broke. Always. Then, alarms screamed across the bridge. Sensors detect new contacts, an officer shouted. Multiple signatures, coming in fast from the outer system. Krazok turned. More Lyran scraps? Destroy them. The officer hesitated. Sir, these are not Lyran. Unknown configuration. Energy readings off the charts. They match old records. Krazak laughed. Old records? Show me. The screen changed. A fleet dropped out of hyperspace in perfect formation. 100 ships, sleek, black. No fancy colors, just sharp lines and glowing blue engines. At the front flew Thunder's Reach. Behind it came Liberty's Blade, Defiant Dawn, and the rest. Krazak stared. Impossible. On the bridge of Liberty's Blade, Captain Liam Hayes stood with hands behind his back. Emma Torres sat at Tactical. Noah Patel monitored engineering. The whole fleet linked through secure channels. Liam spoke calm. All ships, hold position. Let them see us first. Sofia Rivera flew her fighter wing out from Defiant Dawn. Small, fast ships swarmed around the bigger vessels. She keyed her comm. Thunder's Reach, this is Raven Lead. Fighters ready? Just give the word. Olivia Grant answered from Thunder's Reach. Hold, Sophia. We hit them hard and clean. No waste. Down on Eloria, Lyran survivors watched from hidden bunkers. They saw the new fleet on cracked screens. Hope flickered in their eyes, for the first time in months. Krazak slammed a fist on his console. All batteries, target the lead ship, fire. The Iron Fang unleashed a storm of plasma. Beams lanced across space toward Liberty's Blade. Liam watched the incoming fire. Shields up, full power to forward array. Blue energy fields snapped into place. The plasma hit and splashed harmlessly. Liberty's Blade did not even shake. Emma smiled thin. Their weapons are strong, but slow. Thunder's Reach, open fire. On Thunder's Reach, Olivia stood at the main gunnery station. Railguns, charge. Target their forward shields. Fire on my mark. The ship hummed deep. Massive coils built power. Then, with a flash, solid slugs shot out faster than light could track. They punched straight through the Iron Fang's shields. Metal tore. Sparks flew inside the Voroth ship. Krazak staggered as the bridge rocked. What was that? Kinetic impact, an officer yelled. Shields at 30%. Defiant Dawn moved next. Sophia led her fighters in close. They danced between enemy cruisers. Small missiles streaked out. Precise, deadly. One after another, Voroth escorts exploded in silent fireballs. The human fleet pushed forward. No wild charges, just steady pressure. Every shot counted. Every move planned. A Voroth cruiser tried to ram Liberty's Blade. Noah saw it coming. Evasive pattern delta. Port batteries, target engines. The big ship slid sideways smooth. Railguns spoke again. The cruiser lost thrust. It drifted helpless as human drones swarmed over it. Explosions rippled along its hull. Krazak roared. Launch all fighters. Crush them. Voroth fighters poured out. Ugly, spiked craft with heavy guns. Sophia grinned inside her cockpit. Finally some fun. Or we finish this. Krazak spat. Humans, you think you scare us? We crushed your kind once. Liam shook his head. You never crushed us. We left. Big difference. He cut the channel. Thunder's Reach fired again. This time a full broadside. Beams and slugs hit the Iron Fang together. Armor peeled away. The ship listed hard. Krazak gripped his chair. All power to engines. Rammed the lead ship. The Iron Fang lurched forward. Burning, bleeding air. A suicide run. Liam watched it come. Emma, target the bridge. Precise shot. Emma locked on. Firing. A single railgun slug left Liberty's Blade. It crossed space in seconds. Hit dead center on the Iron Fang's command deck. The flagship exploded in a bright sphere of white fire. Debris flew outward. The Voroth fleet froze for one long second. Then panic hit. Ships turned to run. Some fired wild shots. Most just fled. Human ships pursued. To cut off escape. Cruisers blocked paths. Fighters picked off stragglers. Within an hour, the blockade shattered. The remaining Voroth vessels jumped away, broken, bleeding. Aloria's sky cleared. The green planet breathed again. In the council chambers far away, alarms rang. The Krell speaker stared at incoming reports. The humans, they destroyed the Voroth armada at Aloria. In hours. The old Lyran representative closed her eyes. The legends are true. On Liberty's blade, Liam looked at his crew. First victory, but not the last. Emma nodded. Word will spread fast. Sophia landed her fighter back on Defiant Dawn. She climbed out, grinning. That felt good. Olivia sent a message to the fleet. All ships, form up. Casualties light, damage minimal. We move to the next target. Ryan stood beside her. Where next? Olivia looked at the star map. Red dots marked Voroth-held worlds. One by one. Far across the galaxy, human signals lit up hidden relays. Survivors on distant moons heard the news. They smiled in dark caves. They loaded old rifles. They whispered to each other. The legends are back. And the galaxy started to listen. To them, humans were just legends, until we reclaimed the war. Part 4. The Reclamation. The human fleet moved like a sharp knife through the galaxy. No big speeches, no long waits, just action, one world after another. They hit fast, they hit hard. They left the Vorath no time to regroup. Noah Patel led the first ground team on the occupied world of Tarkon. The planet had rich mines. The Vorath used slaves to dig deep. Humans from many races worked in chains. Noah dropped with 200 soldiers from Thunder's Reach. They landed at night in small stealth shuttles. No lights, no noise. Noah moved through dark streets. His team followed close. They wore black armor, weapons ready. They reached the main slave camp. Guards stood at gates. Vorath soldiers. Big, slow. Noah gave a hand signal. Snipers fired silent shots. Guards dropped. The team rushed in. They cut chains. They handed out rifles from hidden packs. Slaves stared at first. Then they understood. Humans had come. One tall alien worker stepped forward. His skin was gray from years underground. You are real, he said. The stories said you would return. Noah nodded. We are here. Fight with us or stay free. Your choice. Most chose to fight. They knew the mines. They knew weak points. By morning, the camp was free. Vorath overseers ran or died. The mines shut down. No more metal for the enemy. Emma Torres worked from orbit. She sat on Liberty's blade. Screens showed supply lines. Red lines across star maps. Vorath ships carried food, fuel, weapons. She picked targets. Small teams of human cruisers jumped in, hit convoys, blew them apart, then jumped out. No big battles, just cuts. Deep cuts. One convoy tried to fight back. Emma watched calm. All batteries, focus fire. Take the lead freighter first. Railguns spoke. The freighter exploded. The rest scattered. Nothing escaped. Sofia Rivera flew cover for the ground teams. Her fighter wings screamed low over cities. They strafed Vorath barracks. Bombs fell clean. Buildings collapsed. Enemy troops ran into open fields. Sophia circled once, then she let her pilots finish the job. On the planet Vora Prime, Ryan Grant led a raid. He took a mixed team, humans and freed slaves. They hit a Vorath command center. Explosives went off at dawn. Towers fell. Officers died in their beds. Ryan stood in the ruins. He sent a message back to the fleet. Center down. Planet rising. Word spread fast. On every occupied world, people listened to hidden radios. They heard the same thing. Humans fight. Humans win. Humans do not stop. The Council on Valor called an emergency meeting. The big hall felt different now. No more fear in every voice. The Krell speaker stood tall. The humans have taken back 5 systems in 2 weeks, he said. Vorath fleets retreat. Their empire cracks. The old Lyran representative spoke soft. We laughed at the legends. We were wrong. A Vorath diplomat sat in chains. He looked broken. They do not negotiate. They do not tire. They just keep coming. Liam Hayes appeared on the main screen. The council gasped. He stood on Liberty's Blade Bridge. Olivia Grant and Ryan stood beside him. Liam spoke clear. We never asked for war. You gave it to us. Now we finish it. Join us, or stay out of the way. No more tributes, no more kneeling. The council voted fast. Every race said yes. They would fight beside humans. Ships from Lyran, Krell, Zentari fleets moved to join the human armada. The push grew bigger. Human dreadnoughts led. Alien ships followed. They hit Vorath strongholds, one after another. Planets fell back to their people. Chains broke. Flags rose again. The final target came clear. The Vorath capital, a dark world called Kragor. Black towers rose from red stone. Defense platforms circled it like a ring of death. Heavy guns, missile batteries, shields thick as mountains. Liam gathered his commanders on Liberty's Blade. Olivia, Ryan, Sophia, Noah, Emma. They stood around the big map table. Kragor is their heart, Liam said. We cut it out. We end this. Sophia pointed at the map. Their platforms are strong, but slow to turn. We can slip fighters through gaps. Noah nodded. Ground teams can hit shield generators from inside. Drop us close. We do the rest. Emma traced a line. Fleet splits here. Half draws fire. Half punches through. Olivia looked at them all. We go in together. We come out together. The fleet jumped. Thousands of ships. Human black hulls, mixed with silver Lyran cruisers and green Krell carriers. They dropped out near Kragor. Alarms screamed on Vorath command decks. The Emperor watched from his throne room. He saw the size of the fleet. His hands shook. Full defense, he shouted. Hold the line. The platforms opened fire. Beams crossed space. Missiles flew in waves. Liam gave the order. All ships advance. Shields to maximum. Fighters out. Sophia led the fighter charge. Thousands of small ships poured forward. They twisted through beams. They dodged missiles. They hit platform weak points. Explosions bloomed along the ring. Thunder's Reach pushed close. Olivia fired main guns. Slugs tore holes in shields. Liberty's Blade followed. Emma targeted power nodes. One platform after another went dark. Noah's dropships launched. They flew low under fire. Landed hard near shield towers. Teams ran out. They fought room to room. Blasters flashed. Bodies fell. They reached the generators, set charges, ran. The shields flickered, then died. The fleet rushed through. Human ships poured into low orbit. They bombarded surface bases. Vorath troops tried to hold. They died fast. Ryan led the final push. His team breached the Emperor's palace. Big doors blew open. Guards fought hard. But humans moved like machines. No fear, no pause. They reached the throne room. The Emperor stood alone, his crown heavy, his eyes wide. Ryan stepped forward. It ends now. The Emperor looked at the humans, at the mixed soldiers behind them. You were supposed to be gone, he said. A story, nothing more. Ryan shook his head. We waited. You pushed too far. Liam walked in last. He looked at the Emperor. Surrender, broadcast it, or die here. The Emperor stared for a long moment. Then he bowed his head. I yield. The message went out, galaxy-wide. The Vorath Emperor surrendered. The war stopped. Across stars, people cheered. In hidden bunkers, on freed worlds, in council halls, they cheered for humans. Liam stood on the palace balcony. He looked at the red sky. Smoke still rose. But the fighting ended. Olivia joined him. We did it. Liam nodded slow. One more step left. He turned to the horizon. The galaxy waited. To them, humans were just legends. Until we reclaimed the war. Part 5. Legends Made Real. The throne room on Kragor smelled of smoke and hot metal. Red stone walls cracked from the fighting. Broken glass lay on the floor. The Vorath Emperor knelt in the center. His heavy crown sat crooked on his head. Guards stood silent around him. No one moved. Liam Hayes walked forward slow. His boots made soft sounds on the stone. Olivia Grant stayed at his left side. Ryan Grant at his right. Behind them came Sofia Rivera, Noah Patel, and Emma Torres. They carried weapons low but ready. Their faces showed no smile, only calm. The Emperor lifted his eyes. You win, he said. His voice cracked. The Empire falls. What now? Do you kill me? Do you burn this world? Liam stopped 5 steps away. He looked down at the Emperor. We do not burn worlds. We do not kill for fun. Stand up. The Emperor rose slow. His armor clinked. He looked smaller now. Liam spoke clear. You will broadcast your surrender. Every channel. Every world. You will say the war ends. Vorath forces stand down. All occupied planets go free. Slaves walk out. No tricks. No hidden fleets. We watch everything. The Emperor stared for a long time. Then he nodded once. It will be done. Guards brought a comm device. The Emperor spoke into it. His words went out live. Across the galaxy. To every ship. Every city. Every hidden camp. This is Emperor Varkon, he said. The Vorath Empire surrenders. All military action stops. All forces return home. Humans have won. The fighting is over. He stopped. His shoulders dropped. Liam turned to Emma. Confirm it. Emma checked her pad. Signals came in fast. Vorath ships powered down weapons. Fleets pulled back. Ground troops laid down guns. Cheers rose from freed worlds. The sound traveled through open channels. It is real, Emma said. They obey. Liam looked back at the Emperor. You live, but you answer for what you did. A new council will judge you, not us alone, all races together. The Emperor bowed his head. So be it. Outside the palace, the sky turned from red to gold as the sun rose. Human ships hung in orbit. Lyran cruisers, Krell carriers, all mixed. No more lines between races. They guarded the peace. On Liberty's Blade Bridge later, Liam stood at the big window. Stars filled the black. He felt the quiet after so much noise. Olivia joined him. We lost people. Good people. But we saved more. Liam nodded. Worth it. Ryan came up next. Reports from the ground. People come out of hiding. They rebuild. They smile again. Sophia walked in. She still wore her flight suit. Fighter wings stand down. No more patrols needed today. Noah and Emma followed. They all stood together. A small group that started everything. Liam turned to them. The council wants to meet. On Valor. They want a new charter. Humans get a seat. Equal voice. Olivia crossed her arms. About time. Ryan laughed short. They used to call us monsters. Now they call us saviors. Sophia looked out at the stars. We reclaimed more than a war, she said quiet. We reclaimed our place. Liam put a hand on the glass. Cold touched his palm. We never lost our place. We just waited for the right moment. Days passed. The council hall on Valor filled again, but different this time. No fear. No whispers. Lights burned bright. Seats filled with leaders from every race. The Krell speaker stood first. Humans, he said. We dismissed you. We called you legends, myths. We were wrong. You fought when no one else could. You won when we thought all was lost. We thank you. The old Lyran representative spoke next. The charter changes today. Humanity joins as full members. Your voice matters. Your strength protects us all. Liam stood at the front. He wore no fancy uniform, just his plain captain jacket. Olivia, Ryan, Sophia, Noah, and Emma stood behind him. He spoke simple. We did not come to rule. We came to stop the killing. The Vorath took too much. We took it back. Now we build something better. Together. The hall clapped. Not polite claps. Loud. Real. Aliens stood. They cheered. After the meeting, Liam walked outside. The crystal city glowed under 2 moons. People moved in the streets. Lyrans, Krell, Zentari, and humans. Free humans. No hiding anymore. A young human boy ran up. Maybe 10 years old. He looked at Liam with big eyes. Are you really a human captain, like the stories? Liam knelt. Yes, and you are too. The boy smiled wide. I want to fly ships one day, like Sophia. Liam laughed soft. You will, we make sure of it. Far away on old Earth ruins, hidden sensors blinked. Old machines woke slow. They sent signals, not for war, for homecoming. On Thunder's Reach, Olivia sat in the captain's chair. The ship drifted calm now. No alerts, no battle stations. Ryan stood beside her. What next? Olivia looked at the stars. We explore again. We help rebuild. We live. Sophia flew a small shuttle back from Eloria. She carried gifts from the Lyrans, flowers that glowed. She landed on Liberty's blade, gave them to Emma. For the bridge, Sophia said, to remember. Emma took them. Thank you. Noah worked in engineering. He fixed small things, not weapons, life support, lights, normal ship work. Liam walked the corridors alone. He passed crew members. They nodded, smiled, no fear in their eyes. He reached the observation deck. Stars stretched forever. He thought of the old days, the great silence, the hiding, the waiting. We came back. The ship answered with a soft hum. Months later, the galaxy changed. Trade routes opened. Ships flew free. Colonies grew again. Human names appeared on maps. New ones, bold ones. Stories spread, not as warnings, as truth. Children heard them at night. Once, humans were legends. Then they returned. They fought. They won. They stayed. On a quiet night, Liam stood on Thunder's Reach Bridge. Olivia commanded now. He just watched. She looked at him. You okay? He nodded. Better than okay. Sophia sent a message from her new scout ship. Found an old human colony. Empty, but intact. We can rebuild it. Liam smiled. Do it. The stars kept shining. The war ended, but the story did not. Humans were no longer just legends. They were real. They were here, and the galaxy knew it. To them, humans were just legends, until we reclaimed the war. Part 1. Echoes of the Old Tales. The big council hall on Valor glowed with soft blue light. Tall crystal walls rose high above the floor. Many alien races sat in their seats. The Krell stood on 6 thin legs. Their black shells clicked when they moved. The Lyrans floated a little above their chairs, their long silver bodies shining. The Vorath sat heavy in armor that looked like black stone. The Zentari kept their heads low over glowing screens, always reading old data. A Krell speaker stepped to the center. His voice came out in sharp clicks that the translators turned into words. We face a dark time, he said. The Vorath Empire grows stronger every day. They take more worlds. They burn resistance. Our old allies fall one by one. The room stayed quiet. No one wanted to speak first. An old Lyran raised a thin hand. Her voice sounded like wind over glass. We have heard stories from long ago, stories about a race called humans. They fought hard. They never gave up. But then they disappeared. Some say they died out. Others say they hid. The tales call them dangerous, too full of anger, too quick to fight. A Vorath general laughed loud. His deep voice shook the air. Humans? Old ghost stories for children. No one has seen a human ship in 300 years. No planet claims them. They are gone, dead, forgotten. The Krell speaker moved his head side to side. Yet the old records warn us. They say if humans ever come back, the stars will shake. They fought wars that broke whole systems. They built ships that moved faster than thought. They turned defeat into victory with pure will. The Vorath general stood up. His armor plates scraped together. Enough fairy tales. We need real plans, not legends. No one noticed the small shadow high in the back wall. A hidden platform sat there, covered by a one-way shield. Inside that dark space, 3 humans watched every word. Captain Liam Hayes stood with arms crossed. He had short brown hair and sharp green eyes. At 38, he looked calm, but his hands stayed tight. Next to him stood Lieutenant Emma Torres. She was shorter, with dark hair pulled back. Her brown eyes moved fast over the screens. Behind them, Engineer Noah Patel typed quietly on a small pad. His black hair fell over his glasses as he worked. They had come from the human ship Endeavor. The ship drifted now in a cold orbit far from Valor. For 10 years the crew slept in cryopods. When they woke, the galaxy had changed. Human colonies were gone, burned, scattered. The old Earth signals stopped long ago. But the Endeavor still flew, hidden, waiting. Liam spoke low. They talk about us like we are myths. To them, we are bedtime stories. Something to scare young ones. Be good, or the humans will come. Noah looked up from his pad. They don't know we are here. Right now, listening. Liam turned back to the view. Below, the Vorath general spoke again. He showed maps of conquered worlds. Red marks covered whole sectors. The council looked tired, defeated. Liam felt anger rise in his chest. Not loud anger, quiet, cold. He remembered stories from his grandfather. Stories of the Great Silence. How humanity fought a war against an enemy no one could name. How the fighting lasted decades. How in the end, the humans pulled back. Not because they lost, because they chose to disappear, to heal, to wait. The old fleets went dark. The colonies shut down signals. Ships hid in deep space. Generations passed in secret. Children grew up hearing whispers. One day we return. That day had come. Emma pointed to a screen. Look, the Vorath just took another system. 3 billion dead or enslaved. Mostly Lyrans. Liam's jaw tightened. They think no one can stop them. Noah closed his pad. Our sensors picked up something else. An old beacon. Human. Very faint. Coming from the Orion Arm. From a moon called Epsilon 9. Liam looked at him. Our people? Maybe. Survivors. Or something left behind. Liam stared down at the council one last time. The aliens kept talking about peace, about tribute, about how to survive under Vorath rule. He turned to his team. We go to Epsilon 9. If there is anything left of us down there, we find it. Emma gave a small smile. And if the legends wake up? Liam walked toward the exit hatch. Then the galaxy learns the truth. We were never gone. We were just quiet. They left the hidden platform. The shield closed behind them. Below, the council kept arguing. No one saw the 3 humans slip away. No one heard the soft hum of the shuttle as it flew back to the Endeavor. In the cold black between stars, the human ship turned. Engines glowed faint blue. Course set for Epsilon 9. Far away, on frozen moons and hidden outposts, other humans felt something stir. Old machines blinked awake. Old voices whispered in empty halls. The galaxy thought humans were legends. Soon, the legends would prove them wrong.